is referred to in Quran, it's referred to in Hadith, in Sunnah, and also on what's known as fatwa, which is a recent current Imam of Islamic society orders. Deceive has a very strict guideline. You can use deceive as a Muslim, only as a Muslim. You're allowed to use it under these circumstances. 1, your life is in danger, and if you admit to being a Muslim, you will be killed. Therefore, you're allowed to lie and say, I am not a Muslim and I do not follow Sharia. However, you are not allowed to denounce Allah or Muhammad or disrespect them. That's one guide. The second circumstance is you're allowed to use deceive as if you are trying to convert a non-Muslim to Islam. So you are allowed to change the meaning behind a verse or word of Allah to something that would be more sugar-coated or more accepted. You're allowed to lie about the meaning behind the verse of Quran, and you will not be punished for that. The third reason you are allowed and always forgiven for using deceive is if you are trying to conquer a land to further Islamization. You're more than welcome to lie about anything within Islam to conquer a land and turn it into Islamic land. The fourth reason you're allowed to use deceive is if you are trying to save a Muslim's life, just like you could save your own life. Now, you could lie about something that they've done, or you can denounce them as Muslim. You can say, oh no, he or she isn't a Muslim, to save their life. These are the only circumstances you are allowed to use deceive. However, I'm sure you notice, these are huge deals. The fact that a Muslim is allowed to change the meaning of a verse within Quran to convince someone to convert to Islam is, I think it's beyond deceive. It's just way too dangerous.
They develop things further. But when one comes back to what the basics about this, then what is basic about this is that for all people, not necessarily for Muslims alone, if you're in such a situation of danger, then you don't have to put yourself in more danger. Like, say you're faced with a tyrant and he's got a sword, you know, over your head, and he's asking you a question. If you give him the wrong answer, he's going to cut off your head. Well, now you make a judgment call. Somebody may say, well, it doesn't matter to me. If he wants to kill me, I'll just say what is the truth, and it doesn't matter. I'll just accept my fate, and I'll meet God, and God will give me my ample reward. But there is an allowance. God allows us in such a difficult situation to say what is needed at the time, just to get out of that difficult situation, and then you can fix the problem later on. And this goes for anyone. It's not necessarily Muslims. You can save yourself at that moment, but you're not harming anybody. I mean, to lie, to harm somebody else is totally haram. This is prohibited. It is unlawful in Islam. To steal somebody's property, or to, you know, to deceive and cheat and so on, this is all impermissible. But if you're in a difficult situation, to save yourself out of that difficulty without harming somebody else, then it is allowable to dissimulate, but that cannot be taken beyond reasonable limits.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Dr. Shabir.
You're welcome.